Alright guys and girls, welcome to another episode of Astral Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? Alright, check it out. 2006 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. Customer's complaint. Check engine light is on. And actually, the customer even gave us the code. P0303. So it's got a misfire. So what we're going to do is hook up the Actron, verify that code, and I'm going to show you how to diagnose that code without, taking it down to a shop. They charge like $120, I believe it is now, to diagnose it, and a very quick test, especially. Well, hopefully it comes out to be what I think it is, but if not, we'll get to that point when we get there. All right, let's get our Actron, hook it up, pull the codes, and we'll be right back. All right, let's go over here and get our Actron. Let's hook this up. Let's see, where is it? There it is, diagnostic connector, left side of the steering wheel, under the dash. Let's connect this up. Guys, I gotta do a review on this Actron. This is a very good tool. All right, let's put our key on. Okay. Now, let's see here. Vehicle diagnostics. Let's see if it can pick up an auto ID. Working, communicating with the vehicle. This Actron is pretty cool, by the way. 2006 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Yes, it is. Enter. Garage full. So we'll replace either one. Don't matter. All right. Enter. Now it's going to go reading all the codes from all the modules. ABS, transmission, engine. You see how they go? That's cool. All right. ABS. We got a code on the ABS. 2 on the transmission control module. 2 on the ECM. All right. So we got a right rear wheel speed comparative performance. ABS. Transmission fluid temperature sensor. Implausible right wheel. Okay, we're not gonna. There we go. P0303. Cylinder 3 misfire detected. And check that out. At the bottom, see stored in a MIL. It means it will trigger the MIL light. Confirmed. All right, and there's a pending. P0303. That's what we're gonna be concerned about today. So the first thing we're gonna do is pop the hood, and we're gonna locate the number 3 cylinder. Okay, we'll be right back. All right, here we are at the engine. On the left side of the engine, we got cylinders 1, 3, and 5. Oh, I was talking to the camera. Yeah, you can talk if you want. So we're gonna do. We notice we got a misfire. Let me see if maybe you can see this real good. All right. So we got 1, 3, and 5. So we got a misfire on number 3. Let's start the vehicle up and see what we got. And actually, yeah, you can see it misfiring. So I'm gonna do it let the idle come down a little bit, because when the idle comes down a little bit, you can really see the misfire. We can continue on with the test. I'm about to show you. Yeah, I'll get up this time. take number 3 coil. We're gonna unplug it. We need that misfire to be more consistent right now. Okay, and that's more consistent right there. Okay, let's plug it up. Now we're going to disconnect this first one right here. Or better yet, this one is number 5 is a little easier for what the test I'm about to do. Alright, number 5 actually looks like it's been replaced. So for number 5, looks like it's been replaced. Unplug it, and this should get really, this misfire should get really worse now. Yeah, it got worse. Alright, let's plug up number 5. Now what we're going to do, guys, is we got some 8mm bolts right here. We're going to unplug both these coils and we're going to swap them out. That's right, we're going to swap them out and see if the misfire jumps from one cylinder to another. Alright, right back, I'm going to get my socket. Alright, we're here. I made a mistake a minute ago. Those are not 8mm, those are 10mm nuts. And what I got here, let's make sure that it fits in here. We got a 10mm deep socket, 1/4 inch drive, and we got our 1/4 inch drive ratchet. Okay, we'll loosen up that one, and we're going to loosen up number 5. Alright, those are loosened up. Now let's unplug them. Now again, there's a tab right there. So you want to squeeze the tab closest to you saw it give? Squeeze it down, unplug it. Alright, let's unplug number 5. Okay. Now we loosen up the nuts already on it. So once you loosen them up, they come off by hand pretty easy. Alright, we'll set them up there. Alright, set that up there. And we just pull up on the coil. There we go. Alright. Just look at it, make sure there's no oil or nothing around it. Alright, let's pull up number 5. Alright. Oh, look at number 5. Wow, look at that oil. Wow. So why isn't the misfire on number 5? Misfire should have been on number 5. And then why in the heck is there oil down there? Oh my goodness, man. You know what? Let's or is that oil or is that antifreeze? Because the customer did say he got an antifreeze leak. Let me get a light, and I'll be right back. Alright, got me a light. Let's look down in here. And it's wet down there. But look at this. The trail comes up there. So, so it's leaking down into there. Where's that leak coming from? There's some hoses back there, but those are like vacuum hoses. Alright, let's go get our airline and blow that antifreeze out of there, because we might, even though it's saying number 3, we might have a misfire on number 5. Because that's more logical. Alright, let's go get our airline back there and blow that antifreeze out of there. Right back. Alright, see the truck over there. Got my airline running over here. I'm going to be very careful now. I want to reach down there and blow it up. Blow all that out of there. now the weird part of the checking line is saying number 3, but what the heck is this? What the heck is that? That looks familiar. I've seen one of them before. I've seen this before. Does it go onto the coil? And maybe it goes onto the coil and to stop it from any moisture or anything getting down in there. It's possible. Huh. Alright. Let's get down there and blow that, make sure we got everything out of there. Alright. Let's get us a rag and wipe them coils off. Right back. Alright, got us a rag here. And this one is number 5. And what I'm gonna do is take my air line. I'm gonna blow the air out in there. And here's our number 3. Huh. It looks like number 3 got some kind of the boot around it too. Oh yeah, it does go around there. So this thing needs that also to stop that antifreeze from going down there. That's what these are for. But that one's really worn out then. Alright. So again, I should mark these. You know what, just in case I don't get them confused. I'm gonna mark these so we definitely don't confuse them. Bring it back. Alright. This is number 3, so I'm gonna put a number 3 right there. And this one is number 5. Alright. I'm gonna take my air and I wanna blow out inside of there. Wow. Get that thing right off. Alright, next what I want to do is, just like I said, I want to swap them out. So here's number 5, and we're going to set that down, and number 3 is, and put that down there, and set number 3, and number 5 was. And it looks like we're going to have to do a compression test, a pressure test on this, so we can see where that antifreeze is leaking from. If this misfire goes away right now. Alright. Alright, there we go. And in fact, what I'll do is, I about to say, I just blew them things off down there. Them nuts off. Alright, let's put these on just a little bit. Just by hand on both of them. Alright. Alright, let's go start this vehicle up. Wouldn't it be funny if the misfire went away? A little bit, but it made a huge improvement. Wow. Jeff, are you seeing this? I just told you. I'm watching the video. said number 3 Misfire. And the Misfire was number 5. Let's try something here. Use the coil, number 3 coil. It's disconnected. See? That's a Misfire. Plug it back up. Gone. Number 3 cylinder. There's the Misfire. Plug it back up. Misfire's gone. You know what's funny about this? It happens to be a coincidence that I actually said, you know what? Let's pick number 5. That's pretty luck. Because usually we would have picked number 3 and changed the coil, or if I would have stuck it from number 1 and 3, I would have never picked up number 5. And you can see this Misfire is gone. So what we need to do here is find out where that antifreeze it's leaking from. Wow, look at that. Alright, let's get a set you down for a minute. Let's get a light in here. It's blowing up on top of here too. Unless it was a leak and the customer fixed it. Let's look on the other side over there. You know, over here on the other intake, other side of the intake, it's dry. There's nothing there. Let's come up over here. I got an issue here. Oh, definitely. You can look down here. See, that Misfire is gone. Yeah, I'm looking down to number 1 cylinder right there. You see that? There's that little boot. So where is that leak coming from? Let's go in here, let's go out here, shut it down, and let's clear these codes out. Alright, so let's see here. Let me set you down right here for a second. And what I'm gonna do here is shut the car off, shut it back on, put the key in the on position. Yeah, I want you to try again. Alright. I'm going to go back. And what I want to go down to is diagnostic codes I want to erase the codes. Are you sure? Yes, I am. Engine on. Okay, OBD1 chest reset. Now I can check this out. I can clear the engine, ABS transmission, the reset control. So let's go. Let's just clear all. Let's clear everything. Okay, communicating with the vehicle. And what command set. Okay, now because what I want to do here is I want to start the vehicle back up. Misfire's gone. ABS light coming on quick. That ABS light said nope. We ain't finished. Alright, and what I want to do here is let the car run for a few minutes. And then what I'm gonna do is let's go back. Vehicle diagnostics. Let's go back to the Grand Cherokee. It's not idling right. Look at the RPM gauge. Okay, it's communicating. Okay, no codes on anything. One code's on the ABS. That's that right there. Okay. So we're gonna let it run for a while. I'm gonna see if we get any codes, pending codes, anything coming back. Put it in drive and see. That misfire is gone. Alright, I'm gonna let it run for about 10 minutes. And we're gonna see if this misfire come back. We'll be right back. Alright guys, misfire's still not there. But watch the way this thing runs. And it's like I hear air. And the customer just told me that they're filling it with antifreeze. It goes to work by Middletown. I forgot how far that way. Let's go drive 45 minutes at least. And by the time he comes back home, it's smoking right over in this area. So we definitely know we got an antifreeze leak. Problem here is, where is it coming from? Because look over here. I got antifreeze here. I see no lines whatsoever, but this whole side of the intake is that antifreeze or is that this right here? That's the breather for the transmission. You see, why would it be over there? But the cap, the top is. Well, he also said he is good slow antifreeze. And it's just coming on. Wondering, is that transmission fluid coming out of the vent? Can't really tell. It's an enigma. Because the only thing I see over here is that if the transmission fluid overflow, and that's what's leaking down here, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. I don't know when was the last time we had to put antifreeze in here. If I can, I got my light way down there. And I got a little fluid at. I can get a little bit on my finger. So that does look like transmission fluid right there. Because I mean, for antifreeze, if there's nothing up here, if there's no cooling lines around here, how is it getting over here? Right here? If it's right here. I'm not sure about that. Anyway, let's try to figure this out. You know, let's remove this air box. Like a screwdriver right there. That's really cool. So let's get us a flat screwdriver and pop it off. If I have to do a pressure test, I do a pressure test. I want to figure this out without having to do it. Alright, go back. Alright. Guys, I just figured out something here. That this thing gave us the answer right here, and I didn't even know it. Check this out. Antifreeze will not make rubber expand and gets all rubbery and out of place, but oil and transmission fluid would. And this thing is really stretched out. This thing is supposed to fit tight around the coil, and it's really stretched out. And remember, we took out that number 3 coil, and that rubber around it was like, I was like peeling it off, man. It was like all messed up. So thinking about that, it's not. It's that transmission. It's that transmission vent right there that's doing this. Unless it's motor oil leaking from one of the vent tubes right there. You know what? Let's. Okay, let me go get the screwdriver. Like I said, right back. Okay, got my flat screwdriver. And I'm gonna go back here. There's a clamp right back here. Loosen this clamp up. I don't know if there's anything else holding this thing into place. Set the camera up right here. I'm gonna try to save this thing. Alright, let me wipe my hands off here, because I do see something else here. Now, we got us a little plastic tube right here. Look at that, look at that, look at that oil. Where's this going? Over to here, over to the other side. Is oil leaking? Look at that oil right there too. So we got motor oil leaking over here. That whole thing is wet. I feel, look at right there, that's a hole right there. That's a little tiny bitty hole. This is pretty much sealed, because it's been rubbing up against the intake. makes a lot of sense. That makes, and over here is dry, so we're good. So it's right here. You know, and I got this. I'm gonna call it two of them because this one's, and that should be dry. You know, this we're gonna mount. Let's mount this. Let's bring this vent over here somewhere. Get it out of the way. But let's pull this plug back right here. When you get a plug like this, got that little red tab right there. Just take a screwdriver and you wanna push that back, just like that. Then you can squeeze it and unplug it. And let's get this one out of our way too. So we need to see inside there. Alright, where's our light at? Let's see. Inside of here. Look at that oil down in there. Well, that oil's further up too. Throttle body gasket. Also, wow, man, that is one. Let's see how this is a hose. That's up there tight. You need to get this. I'm gonna slide this back off of this. Slide that right about there. Get that out of the way. Clean this up. Maybe this is not a hole right here, but I do feel something right there, but no, I don't look like it's actually went through anything. Alright, let's reach this back around and plug this back up. Make sure that that fit is tight. Like it is tight. No, it's actually kind of loose. Huh. That's kind of loose. So we need this a new elbow here. Okay, I pushed it on more now to go further back. It's pretty tight up there now. And we moved that out of the way. Alright, what I want to do here is put our air cleaner back on and all. And I want to spray around here with some carburetor cleaner. It sounds like I hear air or something, but look at this oil, man. We have two issues here. Alright, let's plug this back up. Lock those tabs back into place. Alright. It's not antifreeze. I thought it was antifreeze before, but it's not. And probably because of the color, so now we'll go with transmission fluid. But let's hook this back up together. And I want to spray around here because we know if it did those to the rubber seals, we know the intake, the plenum upper intake, we know it's got those rubber seals also. And I hear air. So it could be leaking air from out of there right now. We're going to check that out in a second, which means we're going to be doing a plenum gasket on this also. Ooh, man, look at this. Oh well, we're Astral. So, alright, I'm going to hook this back up. And we'll be right back. Alright, we got it hooked back up. Let's go over here. Start the vehicle up. See, I got my line over here now. Didn't feel a change. And I did notice my fuel trims. The fuel trims are reading at 0.8 actually. So maybe I just hear one of the pulleys turning. No change. So as I did, push that line up there, make sure it was good. I brung this breather, it looks like it's been wire tied, so it's way over there. So now I brung it closer over here to the side, away from the coils. And what I'm gonna do is let this run for a while. I'm gonna clean up that with the carburetor cleaner and get my air line and spray all that down. Got my air line over here. And what I'm going to do is completely blow everything I can out of here. Alright, now I'm going to let the car run for about 10 minutes. And then we're going to go over there and see if we see any kind of leaks anywhere. Especially over there where the transmission vent tube is. Be right back. Alright, been about 15 minutes. Before I forget, let's go over here and tighten up those coils. Again, 10mm deep socket. I'm using a 1/4 inch drive with a 1/4 inch drive ratchet. Alright, let's cut the light on. We're going to do some investigating. I'll try to spray back there, but you can see right there. And that is good from the crankcase breather, and maybe that hose isn't pushed on all the way. Maybe that's why it's coming down and leaking right down in number 5 cylinder. Got some way back there too. So we definitely pushed that hose on. Maybe somebody pushed this off and didn't pull that on, push that on all the way, and all this time they're doing that. And the fuel coils are smoking off. But at the same time, I rerouted this to transmission vent. And wait a minute. Let's just got another tube right here, down here. Right here. With the coils. Got another tube right here, looks wet. Right there. See if we can get this plug out of the way. That would just be freaky, man. No, that hole is tight. Alright, that's cool. Let's put this back up. We got definitely, and we're gonna tell this guy you gotta get those boots, those seals, those coils down there, because they just all messed up. This Misfire is gone, complete. Didn't have to change no parts. Check it out. Alright, right back. Alright guys, there you have it. Diagnosing a P0303 2006 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. Alright, you know, one important thing about diagnosing is everything you know comes into play when you diagnosing a vehicle. For instance, what helped us is knowing the fact that what antifreeze does to oil, does the rubber, and what oil and transmission fluid does the rubber. It helped us out diagnosing this vehicle. Weird part about it, and a lot of diagnosing is luck. This happened to be a little bit of luck here, because if you're going by the DTC P0303, we noticed the problem was cylinder number 5. So that was pretty weird, and it was luckily, it was just luck that we pulled out. We wanted to swap those two, because had we would have changed number 1 and number 3, we'd have been like, wow, this is still an issue here. But any questions, put them in the comments below, or email me at tim@astralautorepairs.com. This is Timmy from Astral Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. I'll see you guys in the next video.